You do the math sometimes without meaning to. How many years you spent on the wrong job, the wrong relationship, the wrong version of yourself. How much time is left to actually build something that matters, and a quiet, heavy thought settles in. It is too late for me now. It is too late for me now. That is the lie so many people believe about their own life. God does not measure your life on the same clock you do. Lamentations 3:22 and 23 say his mercies are new every morning. Not new every decade. Not new once early, while you still had time to waste. New every single morning. That means today counts, not just the mornings you missed. This one. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says there is a time for everything. And a season for every activity under the heavens, a season for everything. Not a single window that closes the moment you turn a certain age or make a certain mistake. Seasons, plural, which means another one is always ahead of you, not just behind you. The years that already passed do not get a vote on what happens next. Here is what makes this feel so hard to believe. Everyone around you seems to be building on a timeline that started earlier than yours. And the longer you wait, the more it feels like you are constructing something nobody will ever see, on ground everyone else already left behind. Maybe you spent years chasing something that did not work out. Maybe fear kept you from starting sooner. Maybe life simply happened and the years slipped by while you were busy surviving something else entirely. None of that means the door is closed now. But look at how God actually works with time. Moses spent 40 years as a prince in Egypt, and then 40 more years herding sheep in the wilderness after everything fell apart. By 80, most people are winding down, not starting. And Exodus 3 records God speaking to him from a burning bush at exactly that age. Not before, not during his prime years in the palace. At 80, in the desert, after decades that must have felt completely wasted, God did not tell Moses he had missed his window. He told him to take off his sandals because he was standing on holy ground. Everything Moses is remembered for happened after the age most people believe their best chapters are already finished. Sarah was 90 when she finally held the child she had waited a lifetime for. Genesis 21:2 says she bore a son to Abraham in his old age at the very time God had promised. At the very time God had promised, not late, not rushed to catch up. Exactly on time, by a calendar only God was keeping. Here are 3 truths worth holding on to when it feels like the window has closed. First, your past does not disqualify your future. Philippians 3:13 says forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. Paul wrote that after years he considered wasted before he ever knew God. He did not deny the years existed. He simply refused to let them decide what came next. Second, God is not working against a deadline you cannot see. There is no verse in the Bible where God tells someone they waited too long for him to use them. Not one. The only limits on your next season are the ones you assume are there. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says if anyone is in Christ the new creation has come. The old has gone and the new is here. Not gradually. Not once you catch up. Here. Third, starting over is not starting from nothing. Everything you lived through, even the years that felt wasted, becomes part of what you now understand. Nothing you walked through is wasted once you bring it forward instead of leaving it behind. The window has not closed. It was never on the same clock you were watching. Today is not too late. Today is exactly on time. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who feels like they missed their window. God bless you.